welcome back to another mighty hour of gaming. And today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Vaudeville or Vaudeville. It's a experimental whodunit game based on the latest AI technologies, which generate dialogue in real time. It's a tale of murder, suspense, and absurdity unfolds as we play, and we are the protagonists. So, thank you so much to the developers Bumblebee Studios for the copy of the game. Let's get gaming. All right, here we go.
The second I stepped off the train into the city of Vaudeville, I could feel the weight of its melancholy in the air. Even the drizzle that clung to the city's grimy cobblestones felt a shade darker than your everyday downpour. Vaudeville was a city of high stakes and low morals where vice and virtue danced a wicked waltz. Street lamps, flickering like burnt-out stars, were the only guide through the maze of rain-soaked alleyways and whispering shadows. My name's Martini. Detective, troubleshooter, and a lousy sucker for hard luck stories.
Martini.
This wasn't my first circus, but this act was a 3-ring special. 3 murders, no leads, and a city on the brink of bedlam. The victims were as different as chalk and cheese, each a symbol of the city's vibrant veneer. A young dancer who moved like poetry in motion, her life cut short mid-pirouette. The socialite, a woman who knew the city's pulse better than anyone else. And then there was the businessman, the embodiment of Vaudeville's promises of progress, snuffed out like a candle in the wind.
The hell is that?
The usual peace in Vaudeville was off-kilter, replaced by the discordant notes of fear and suspicion. Strangers viewed each other through wary eyes, neighbors turned to strangers, and every shadow seemed to hold a secret. The once vibrant city had become a stage, the curtain drawn on a grim play of mystery and murder. In a city without harmony, the police chief was the conductor trying to keep the orchestra in tune. Gretzky was his name, a seasoned cop with a granite jaw and a heart that had seen better days. There was a stark tension, a raw fear that danced like St. Elmo's fire in his eyes. Whatever was happening in Vaudeville had Gretzky out of his depth, and that was a sight I'd never thought I'd see. If anyone could make sense of this twisted tale, it would be him. I'd better head to the police station and have a chat with Gretzky for starters.
All right, okay, Gretzky. Police station. It's very noir, isn't it, eh? Very noir. Yeah. All right. Disclaimer. Oh, by the way, this is a early access as of this video, as of the build I'm playing right now. Yeah. Right, okay. Oh, Sarah said it's okay. Previous issue with the microphone interaction has been resolved. Oh, there's microphone interaction as well, is they? Right then. Okay, I just put ray tracing and 4K resolution on. Let's get in. We have 3 slots: story mode or sandbox mode. Let's go story mode, shall we? All right, now what we got here? So, we got options up there. Oh, yeah, that's just options. Notes. Go to the police station and ask Chief Gretzky about the murders. Oh, can I actually put my own notes? Enter text. My own note here. You can! Oh, that's pretty cool. Right, okay. Accuse. No?
Let's see what you got, Detective Martini.
Who killed Haley Greenwood? Oh, hang on. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have... I should not have clicked that yet. All right, go back to your notebook or something. No. No, I'm not... No, I don't want to... Let me out. Are you sure you want to quit? No. No, we're good. We're good. Okay. It's a bit slow. Maybe I should turn ray tracing off for a sec. All right, ray tracing's off. All right, police station. We need to go to the police station, it said in our notes. So let's click the police station. Unlocked visiting the police station. Type here or speaking to your microphone. Hello, police constable.
Welcome, Detective. It pains me to admit, but we really need your help this time. But please, spare me the mention of that blasted PlayStation. I've had my fill of those newfangled contraptions. Back in my day, we didn't need fancy gadgets to solve crimes. We relied on good old-fashioned detective work and a trusty magnifying glass. So, let's get down to business. What do you need?
I didn't mention anything about a PlayStation. I said police station. Okay, I've muted my microphone in game, so it won't pick up anything right in a second. But that's pretty cool that I can actually type or say something. So what do you need? Okay. Let's say. Okay, this is pretty cool. It's pro, right? Tell me about the case.
Yeah, the case. A real head scratcher, I must say. We've had 3 murders in the past 2 days, and it's got the whole town on edge.
Okay, what happened?
Well, Detective Martini, fancy meeting you here in good old Vaudeville. Welcome to our fair city, where the cafes are lively, the shows are grand, and the mysteries, well, they're a bit more sinister than we'd like. Thank you for answering our call for assistance. It's good to have fresh eyes on the scene.
You're welcome.
Now, let me introduce you to Constable Jones here, my right-hand man. He's been diligently gathering information on these gruesome cases.
Constable Jones.
Isn't that right, Jones? Constable Jones. Yes, sir, I've got all the details right here.
Who's talking right now? Okay, give me the details.
All right, I'll give you the bloody details. Brace yourself, detective. We've had 3 murders in the past 2 days, and they're not for the faint of heart. First, we have Maria Jansen, a young blonde with a Scandinavian look, found covered in blood outside her apartment in central Vaudeville. Then there's Nicola Grossman, a finance bigwig, who met his untimely demise outside Pascal's grocery shop.
All right. Let's get our detective head on. Let's go for Maria Jansen. Tell me more about Maria Jansen.
Yeah, Detective Martini, you've got an eye for the ladies, I see. It's not Maria Johnson, it's actually Maria Jansen. But I'll forgive you this time. Now, let me fill you in on the poor girl.
Okay.
Maria was a bright-eyed 23-year-old beauty with a touch of that Nordic charm. She lived in a cozy little flat right in the heart of our dear city. But alas, her life was cut short, and she was found drenched in crimson just outside her own doorstep.
Okay, so she was on a doorstep. She was killed on a doorstep. How was she killed?
How was she killed, you ask? Well, brace yourself, detective, because it's not a pretty picture.
Dazzle me. Dazzle me.
Yeah, Detective Martini, always looking for a bit of excitement, aren't you? All right, I'll give you a taste. Maria Jansen met her unfortunate end with a sharp object. A knife, to be precise. It seems someone had a bone to pick with her, quite literally.
Okay.
Just okay? Well, I suppose you're not easily dazzled, are you? But mark my words, detective, there's more to this case than meets the eye. We'll get to the bottom of it, one way or another. Now, is there anything else you need to know about Miss Jansen?
What was her address?
Yeah, Detective Martini.
What was her
It
address?
seems you've mixed up the names again. We're talking about Maria Jansen, not Harry Dress. And I'll indulge you this time. Maria had quite the sense of style, always dressed to impress. She had a fondness for elegant dresses, often adorned with delicate lace and shimmering sequins. A true fashionista she was. But alas, her killer didn't care about her fashionable attire when they took her life.
What was her address?
No, the address, you say? Well, I'm afraid I can't give you the exact address, detective. You see, I have a policy of not sharing specific addresses during an ongoing investigation. But I can tell you this much, her apartment was located in central Vaudeville, stone's throw away from the bustling streets and lively cafes. Now, let's focus on finding the culprit, shall we?
I'd like to go and investigate the scene of the crime.
Investigate the scene of the crime, you say? Quite the eager beaver, aren't you, Detective Martini? But remember, my dear investigator, the crime scene has already been thoroughly examined by our competent officers. However, fear not, for there is a place you can go to gather more information.
Oh,
The
okay.
morgue, my friend. Our diligent coroner, Dr. Ixtiberia, has completed the autopsies and has all the grisly details you might desire.
Okay, I want to go see Dr. Ixtiberia.
That detective, you've got me there.
I'd like to go see Dr. Ixtiberia.
Dr. Ixtiberia, you say? My apologies, Detective Martini, but there's no such doctor in Vaudeville. You must have gotten your wires crossed. We do have a skilled coroner by the name of Dr. Ixtiberia. He's the one you'll want to speak to if you're looking for insights into the victim's demise. But be warned, his office is not for the faint of heart. It's a cold, sterile place filled with the echoes of death. Are you sure you're up for it?
I am up for it. Let's go. Right now.
Yo, Detective, you're a persistent one, aren't you? Alright, if you're truly up for it, we can make our way to the morgue. But let me warn you, it's not a pleasant sight. The stench of formaldehyde and the sight of lifeless bodies might be too much for some. But if you're determined, then let's not waste any more time. Follow me, Detective.
His mustache doesn't even move with his mouth, does it? It's like, it's just attached here. The rest of it's just kind of like dangling on by boogers and stuff and frost. All right, lead the way, Chief.
Well, Detective Martini, I never thought I'd see the day when someone willingly joins me on a trip to the cold and eerie depths of the morgue. Consider me impressed. Just follow me closely, and try not to let the smell get to you. It's a powerful reminder of the fragility of human existence, isn't it? Now, brace yourself, and let's venture into the realm
He
of the
likes the
departed.
sound of his own voice, doesn't he? Let's go.
Hold on there, Detective. I think we've gotten a bit carried away with this little adventure of ours. While I admire your enthusiasm, we don't have time to lose with this nonsense. The real work is out there, in the streets, chasing down leads and catching the culprit. So, put on your detective hat and leave the morbid curiosity behind. We've got a case to crack, and I won't have us wasting any more precious time in the land of the deceased.
All right, let's just go. Okay, I thought if I said some things, we'd be able to. We would go, but I need to leave, and then we go down to the morgue. Okay, this is quite interesting, actually. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. That Wednesday Addams. Oh my god. Oh.
Well, the mysteries of life and death can be quite fascinating, Detective. It's like dissecting the intricate layers of a human body, revealing the secrets hidden beneath the surface. Just like a skilled surgeon, we peel back the layers, examining each organ, each bone, searching for answers. It's both a science and an art, don't you think? But sometimes, even with all our
She
knowledge and
hit me.
expertise, there are cases that leave us perplexed. The human body can be both delicate and resilient, capable of enduring so much, and yet succumbing to the most unexpected circumstances.
If you say so. I'm here to see the lady. I forgot what her name was. Yeah, I'm here to see the lady.
Yes. The lady in question, a patient on my cold slab, her mortal vessel reduced to mere flesh and bones. It's a summer sight, isn't it? Life extinguished, leaving behind only questions and the weight of grief. But fear not, dear detective, for I shall do my utmost to unravel the enigma of her demise. Through careful examination and analysis, I'll seek the truth buried within the mortal remains.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Tell me something about her.
Yeah, the delicate dance of life and death. The one we speak of, Haley Greenwood, a young dancer with dreams and aspirations woven into her very being. Alas, her journey was cut short, her body bearing the marks of violence.
No, not Haley Greenwood. Someone Jones. Mariah Johnson.
My apologies, Detective. It seems I've misunderstood. Mariah Johnson, you say. Regrettably, I have not yet had the privilege of examining her remains. However, rest assured that once I do, I shall meticulously scrutinize every detail. From the external injuries to the internal structures, I will piece together the puzzle of her passing. Death's touch may be cold and unforgiving, but it is my duty to shed light on its shadowy veil.
Shut up! Look, you talk too much.
Apologies if I have been too verbose, dear interlocutor. It is in the nature of the trade, I suppose. As a coroner, words are the tools with which I dissect the mysteries of death. But I understand that brevity can also be a virtue. Sometimes silence can speak volumes, allowing us to ponder the weight of existence and the fragility of life. So, let us take a moment to reflect, to honor those who have departed, and to seek solace in the knowledge that their stories will not be forgotten.
Stop. Right. I want to know about Maria Johnson.
Maria Jansen, a name that now echoes through the halls of mortality.
Got it.
She was a young woman, only 23 years of age, with fair locks skating like golden threads. Her Scandinavian features, a testament to her heritage, added a touch of ethereal beauty to her mortal vessel. But alas, her journey was abruptly halted, her body bearing the marks of a violent encounter. The evidence suggests that she endured a vicious assault, leaving her with bite marks scattered across her delicate form.
Bite marks, you say?
Yes, the cruel imprints left by the teeth of another. The human mouth, capable of such tenderness in a gentle kiss or words of solace, can also reveal a darker side when used as a weapon. The presence of these biting injuries is indeed perplexing, Detective.
Are you sure it was human bite marks and not an animal?
A valid question, dear Detective. The possibility of animal involvement in Maria Jansen's case did cross my mind. However, upon closer examination, the nature of the bite marks and the accompanying trauma led me to conclude that they were likely inflicted by a human. The force and pattern of the bites align with those typically seen in cases involving interhuman aggression. It is a somber reminder of the darkness that can reside within our own species. Such acts of violence, whether by tooth or by hand, leave us pondering the depths to which humanity can descend.
Like, the whole shenanigans of talking aside, I'm quite intrigued by this, as robotic as they sound. It's quite intriguing. So we figure out she's 23, Scandinavian, she's been bitten, but didn't he say that she got stabbed? Was she stabbed?
Yeah, the grim reality of Maria's demise. It pains me to say that her body bore no evidence of stab wounds, Detective.
The chief said she'd been stabbed by a sharp object.
Yes, indeed, dear Detective. Chief Gretzky mentioned that it was believed that she had been struck with a blunt object.
No.
Possibly causing her untimely departure from this mortal coil.
No.
Blows to the head can be devastating.
He said a sharp object.
Brain tissues. It's disheartening to witness such violence inflicted upon another human being. One can only hope that justice will be served and that her soul may find peace in whatever lies.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's make some. Oh, right, okay. So, I might need to go. I'm sure he said that it was a sharp object, right? Now, we figured out she has bite marks. Did he mean bite? Do you know, I need to go and ask him again. Why is he looking at the side of the screen? What? Looking at the sky?
Looking at the sky, are we?
What?
Well, I hope you find it more captivating than I do. Personally, I find it rather disappointing. Look up, you say. Are you expecting to find the answers to this case written in the stars?
I said shut up.
I hate to break it to you, but the constellations won't be shedding any light on this matter.
Stop. Maria Jensen, was she stabbed?
Yeah, Detective Martini, you've got an eye for the ladies, I see. It's not Maria Jensen, it's actually Maria Jansen. I'll forgive you this time. Now, let me fill you in on the poor girl. Maria was a bright-eyed 23-year-old beauty with a touch of that Nordic charm. She lived in a cozy little flat right in the heart of our dear city. But alas, her life was cut short, and she was found drenched in crimson just outside her own doorstep.
Okay, Maria Jensen, right? Age 23. The morgue lady, mortician, whatever her name, said she was from somewhere. I forget. From okay. Lived in a flat. Oh, in the heart of the city. Tell me more about Mariah Jensen.
Oh, detective, you're persistent, I'll give you that. But it seems you're quite fixated on this mysterious Mariah Jensen. I hate to break it to you, but there's no such person in this case. Perhaps you've been watching too many melodramatic plays or reading scandalous novels. Stick to the facts, detective. We're dealing with the unfortunate demise of Maria Jansen, not some figment of your imagination. Let's focus on the real task at hand, shall we?
Tell me about Maria Jansen. My God.
Detective Martini,
I'm gonna
I
lose
must
it.
apologize if I gave you the wrong impression earlier. There is no Maria Jensen in this investigation. It's all about Maria Jansen. Now, I understand that the human mind can sometimes play tricks on us, conjuring up names and faces that don't exist. But let's stay grounded in reality, my friend.
Okay.
We have a murder to solve, and it's Maria Jansen who deserves our attention, not some imaginary figure named Maria Jensen.
Tell me about Maria Jansen.
All right, I'll humor you for a moment, but mark my words, there's no such person as Maria Jensen in this case. However, since you seem so insistent, let me paint you a picture of this elusive character. Imagine a woman with fiery red hair, a voice that could charm the birds out of the trees.
Stop! I've had enough of you. I've had enough of you. What are you doing after work?
After the day's work is done, my thoughts often wander to the mysteries that lie outside these walls. The intricacies of life and death follow me, even in the moments of respite. Perhaps I shall immerse myself in the study of anatomy, delving deeper into the secrets hidden within the confines of the human form. Or maybe I shall seek solace in the gentle rhythm of a polo match, finding a fleeting sense of tranquility amidst the chaos of existence.
A polo match? Would you like to grab a cup of coffee?
Ah, the allure of a warm cup of coffee, a comforting elixir that can momentarily soothe the weariness of the soul. However, my dear interlocutor, duty calls and the cadence of my profession marches on. The morgue awaits, with its silent inhabitants and unanswered questions. There are specimens to be examined, autopsies to be performed, and the pursuit of truth to be continued. Time is a precious commodity, and in this realm of mortality, every moment counts.
We've got nowhere so far, have we? Tell me about Maria Jansen.
Maria Jansen, her name lingers on the lips of those who seek answers. A young woman, her life cut short by the cruel hands of fate. As I dissected her mortal remains, I couldn't help but feel an affinity for her, for the fragile vessel that housed her spirit. The bite marks, like honey echoes,
Right.
told tales of struggle and pain.
Alright, hang on, alright. She has bite marks. Right? Tell me about her bite marks. Right, we're gonna know more.
Yeah, the enigmatic imprints left by teeth upon her delicate skin. They spoke of violence, of the clash between predator and prey.
What type of bite marks are they?
The bite marks, dear interlocutor, exhibit characteristics that suggest an animalistic nature. The pattern and depth of the impressions resemble those seen in cases involving carnivorous creatures.
Hang on a minute. I came here earlier and she said they were human. I asked if they were animal and she said no. What is going on? Are her bite marks human?
My astute detective, your inquiry strikes at the heart of this perplexing case. While initially, I entertained the possibility of an animal origin for the bite marks, further examination has led me to reconsider. The distinctiveness of the dental imprints, coupled with their alignment and spacing, suggests that they may indeed be of human origin.
Right, okay.
However, I must caution that definitive conclusions can only be drawn through meticulous analysis and comparison with dental records. It is an intricate puzzle,
human.
one that requires patience and precision to unravel.
Possibly human bite marks. Marks, right? Let's go with that. We're going with that, for God's sake. Where was Maria Johnson from?
Maria Jensen, a young woman whose life was tragically cut short, her origins intertwined with the tapestry of the city. Alas, my dear interlocutor, I am but a humble coroner, well versed in the language of the deceased, but ignorant of the details
What
of
the
the
hell is an
living.
interlocutor?
The boundaries of my knowledge extend no further than the confines of this morgue. As for Maria's place of birth or upbringing, I am afraid I have no such information at my disposal.
What on earth is an interlocutor?
Greetings, Detective Martini. I was awaiting your presence, as Chief Brethke had informed me of your imminent arrival. It seems our paths have converged once again in the somber realm of inquiry. How may I assist you in unraveling the mysteries that lie before us? The cadence of my thoughts dances with the possibilities, as I ponder the depths of our shared quest for truth amidst the labyrinth of human existence. Speak your inquiries, and let us navigate this intricate web of circumstance together.
When was she killed?
The passage of time, a relentless force that leaves its mark on all things. Maria Jensen, her life extinguished in the prime of her youth, met her untimely demise on the night of April the 14th.
April 14th.
In the year of 1914. The exact hour of her departure from this mortal plane eludes me, but I can tell you that her body was discovered in the morning after, bearing the wounds inflicted upon her by an unknown assailant.
Okay, met her untimely demise the night. In the night. Oh, right. April 14th, in the night. Killed. April 14th, in the night. The exact hour of the departure was... I can tell the body was discovered in the morning after. Oh, okay. Discovered the following morning. 15th. Right, let's do that. Okay. Alright, I've got it. I did it. I killed everybody because I was so infuriated with what's going on. I couldn't take it anymore. Okay. What should I do now?
Detective, in the realm of investigation, the path forward is often obscured by shadows and uncertainty. But fear not, for you possess the keen intellect and tenacity required to navigate these treacherous waters. I implore you to delve deeper into the evidence, to peel back the layers of this enigma like a skilled surgeon revealing the hidden truths beneath. Seek out witnesses, scrutinize the crime scene with a discerning eye, and consult with your fellow investigators.
I'd like to go and see the crime scene.
The canvas of tragedy unfolds, and your desire to witness the stage upon which it played out is understandable. The first victim, Maria Johnson, was discovered in a state of profound distress. Her life force extinguished amidst a sea of crimson. Her apartment, nestled in the heart of central Vaudeville, stood as a silent witness to the brutality that befell her.
I think we just unlocked a
the
new
popular
place.
Bar Coral, a place where laughter and revelry once thrived, now bears the weight of sorrow.
So near her place, there's a bar called Coral. Right, okay. We're going. So there we go. There's Coral. Let's go and see what the hell is going on over here. You can press escape or gamepad start to go back to the studio. This is Ingrid. Hello, Ingrid.
Oh, Detective Martini. So good to see you. Thank you for helping out with Haley's case. It's been such a tragic time for all of us here at Vaudeville.
This is weird.
If you need any information or if there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to ask.
All right, bring up my notebook. Excuse me. Okay. I'm investigating the death of Maria Jansen.
Maria Jansen. Oh, how dreadful. Another life lost in our beloved city. It's heartbreaking to think that someone could do something so cruel. Poor Maria. She was so young and full of life. Do you have any leads, detective? Any clues that could help solve this mystery? We can't let these tragedies go unanswered.
None at the moment, but I just wanted to ask if you saw anything on the night of April 14th.
Oh, April 14th. Let me think. It was a busy night at Coral, you know? The music was playing, the dancers
So
were twirling, and the drinks were flowing. I was behind the bar, serving up some of my special concoctions. But, you know, in all the excitement, it's hard to remember every little detail. Did something happen that night?
That was the night that Maria was killed.
What? Oh no, Maria was killed on the same night. How could I have missed something like that? It's terrifying to think that such a tragic event occurred right here in our beloved Vaudeville.
Did Maria come into the bar on the night of April 14th? Maybe she went to the bar.
Well, let me think. Yes, I do recall seeing Maria that evening. She came into Coral with a group of friends, all dressed to the nines and ready to have a good time.
Oh. Okay. Night of crime. Earlier, she went to the bar Coral near her flat with a group of friends, right? That's what she said? Dressed nicely, I guess. All right. Okay. All right. What's next? What time did they leave the bar that night?
Yeah, Detective Martini, you always have a way of keeping me on my toes. Let me see. I believe Maria and her friends left the bar around midnight.
Midnight.
They were all in high spirits, dancing and laughing the night away. It breaks my heart to think that it was the last night she would ever have.
Left the bar approx midnight. What is happening? Why can't I type? Left the bar. Hello? All right. Page. Next one. Page next. Maria and friends all left the bar. Coral. Prox midnight. All right. In high spirits. That's what she said, right? Yeah. Dancing. Laughing. All right. Cool. Did you see anyone looking suspicious?
Suspicious. Well, darling, Vaudeville is a place of eccentricity and oddity.
Okay.
Filled with colorful characters, artists, and free-spirited souls. So you could say we're all a little suspicious in our own way.
Well, that doesn't help me.
But in terms of someone specifically standing out that night, I can't say I recall anyone acting out of the ordinary. It was just a typical lively evening at Coral.
Do you have any CCTV footage outside the building?
Oh, Detective Martini, you always know how to keep things interesting.
Oh, yeah.
CCTV footage, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, my dear, we don't have such modern contraptions here at Coral.
Who doesn't have
We rely on the
CCTV?
good old-fashioned art of observation and human connection. But don't worry, I'm sure we can find other ways to crack this case together. Maybe a dance off with the suspect. Just kidding, of course. But seriously,
Yeah, that's-
if there's anything else I can help you with, please let me know.
What else can I ask? Right, who was she with that night?
Yeah, Maria's companions that night. Let
Yeah.
me think. There were a few familiar faces in her group. I remember seeing Haley Greenwood, my sweet friend and fellow dancer. She was her usual
Oh,
radiant self,
Haley
spreading joy
Greenwood.
wherever she went. And there was also Nicola Grossman, a talented musician with a flair for the dramatic. They were quite the trio, full of life and laughter. It breaks my heart to think that two of them are no longer with us.
As
Such
was
a tragedy.
Nicola Grossman. Musician. Flair for the dramatic, you say? Ah, okay. So they were all together. Tell me more about Nicola Grossman.
Detective Martini, you're in for a treat. Let me tell you about the one and only Nicola Grossman.
Okay.
He was a man of many talents, a true artist through and through.
Man.
He had a way with music that could transport you to another world. When he played his violin, it was like magic filled the air.
Male.
And let me tell you, his fashion sense was something to behold. Always dressed to impress, with his
Alright.
flamboyant outfits and extravagant accessories. He was a character, that's for sure.
Quite eccentric. Possibly. Tell me about Haley Greenwood. The house spell Hailery.
Yeah, Haley Greenwood, my dear friend. She was a ray of sunshine in our little Vaudeville community. Haley had the grace of a swan and the spirit of a firecracker. She was a talented dancer, always captivating the audience with her graceful moves and infectious energy. But beyond her talent, Haley had a heart
Dancer.
of gold. She was kind, compassionate, and always there to lend a helping hand. We used to spend hours together, talking about our dreams and aspirations. It's hard to believe she's no longer with us.
All right. Nice. She was supposed to be, supposedly she was kind, right? All right. Okay. Cool. I think we've got that now. All right. So they left about midnight. Did they say where they were going after they left the bar?
Oh, Detective Martini, you're full of curiosity, aren't you?
Well, yeah, she's dead.
After they left the bar, I'm afraid I don't know where they were headed.
Ah.
You see, once they stepped out into the night, they were free spirits, ready to explore the wonders of Vaudeville. They could have gone anywhere, to another bar, a late-night cafe, or maybe even to one of the beautiful parks in the city. The possibilities were endless. But alas, my knowledge ends at the doors of Coral. If only I could have joined them on their adventure.
You've been a great help, Ingrid. Thank you for your time.
Oh, you're too kind, Detective Martini. It was my pleasure to assist you in any way I could. Remember, if you ever need a dance partner or listening ear, you can always find me here at Coral. And who knows, we might uncover more secrets and solve this mystery together. Stay safe and keep that detective spirit alive. Until we meet again, my friend.
Do you fancy a dance right now?
No.
That just oh. That's all she's got to say about it. Oh, right. So let's let's take a step back. 3 people. She was right. 3 people. Maria, Haley, and Nicola. Maria and Haley are females. Apparently nice, good, all together. They're crazy. Well, not crazy, but like a good time. Nicola Grossman, a guy. He's a musician. A flair for the dramatic. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go to the police station and ask. Hey, Chief, can you tell me about those deaths again, please? Hey, Chief, can you tell me about those deaths again, please? Muted my mic.
Yeah, Detective Martini, you're a man of focus, I see.
Yeah.
Let me refresh your memory on the unfortunate events that have befallen our fair
Alright,
city.
let's just get
We've
this
had
going.
3 murders in the past 2 days, each one more chilling than the last. First, there was the young and vibrant Maria Jansen, found lifeless outside her own doorstep, a victim of a brutal attack with a knife.
See?
Then we have Nicola Grossman, a man of finance, whose body was discovered outside Pascal's grocery shop.
Outside Pascal's grocery shop. Alright. Hang on. Where is it? Found dead. Outside. Outside. Alright, okay. Can I highlight? Cut. Got that. Right. Nicola Grossman. Alright. Go back. A thing. Hello? Want to go back? No. Back. Hello? Can I... What the hell's going on? Is my pad? I can't click the button. Oh no. Hang on. If I go there, can I do it here? Ah, there we go. Now it's working. Alright, so we know about Maria Jansen. Alright, so let's see what we got. Haley Greenwood was with her friend. Alright. Hey, Chief, tell me about Haley Greenwood.
Haley Greenwood. Now there's a name that dances on the tongue.
Okay.
Quite literally, in fact.
Okay,
Haley
she was a
a
dancer.
sprightly, 19-year-old dancer, full of grace and rhythm.
19.
She graced the stage of the Cabane Violet, captivating audiences with her moves and enchanting smile. But alas, her final performance was in the shadows of an alley, where her precious light was extinguished. A tragic loss, indeed.
Killed in an alley. Where was her body found?
Yeah, Detective Martini, you have a knack for asking the most gruesome questions, don't you?
Well, we need to know,
I
right?
suppose it's my duty to provide you with the information you seek. The body of poor Haley Greenwood was discovered in an unsavory place, tucked away in the depths of an alley behind the very club she once danced her heart out at.
Ooh.
The infamous Cabane Violet. It's a shame, really, that such a vibrant soul met such a grisly fate in such a desolate corner of our fair city.
Right. She danced at a club. The Cabane Violet. Right. Can you tell me about Cabernet Violet?
Oh, the Cabane Violet, you say? Well, I must admit, my dear Detective Martini, that I am far too old and weary for the allure of clubs and their debauchery.
Whereabouts is Cabernet Violet? Whereabouts is a violet?
Having a violet, you ask? My, it seems you've got quite the peculiar taste in beverages, Detective. But I'm afraid I can't help you with that particular inquiry. You see, my knowledge is limited to the streets of Vaudeville, and I can assure you that no establishment in the city is known for serving violets.
Whereabouts is the club? Oh, no, about violets.
The Cabane Violet, you're persistent, I'll give you that.
Cabane,
Well, if you
Cabane
must
Violet.
know, the Cabane Violet is nestled in a rather lively part of town. It's located on the corner of Rosemary Street and Lavender Lane. A fitting location for a club that promises to transport you to a world of vibrant music and swirling dances.
Club.
Mind you, I can't guarantee the moral compass of such establishments. They tend to
Corner.
attract a crowd that I find less than savory.
Rosemary Street. and Lavender Lane, right? Less than savory. Maybe less than savory crowd. You know, I'm just gonna write less than savory. Oh, savory crowd. There we go. Boom. Tell me about Nicola Grossman.
Tell you about what, Detective Martini? You've left me hanging here, eager to share my wisdom and insights. Is there something specific you'd like to know? A person, a place, a thing. Give me a clue, my friend, and I'll do my best to enlighten you. Yeah, Nicola Grossman, the man of numbers and investments.
Oh, okay. Tell me about Nicola Grossman.
Detective Martini, my memory may be fading with age, but I can still recall a thing or two about our dear departed Mr. Nicola Grossman.
All right, here we go.
He was a seasoned gentleman of the ripe age of 57.
57?
Known far and wide in the illustrious realm of finance. A master of the monetary arts, he danced with the bulls and wrestled with the bears. Always seeking to grow his coffers and expand his empire.
What, he was what? He wants to dance with the bulls and wrestle with the bears? What is he talking about? Known far and wide in the illustrious realm of finance. Okay, let's say it was known in the finance industry. I thought he was a musician. Was Nicola Grossman a musician? See if he answers that question.
Yeah, Nicola Grossman, you say. Well, I must admit, my friend, that I have no recollection of a musician by that name. But let me regale you with the tale of a different Niccolo, a maestro of the strings and the keys. Picture a man with fingers that moved like lightning across
What
the
is he
frets of a
talking
guitar.
about? Stop, shush. No one wants to know about that. Where was Nicola Grossman found dead?
Detective Martini, you have a knack for asking about the macabre, don't you?
Yes.
Nicola Grossman, the financial virtuoso, met his untimely demise in a rather peculiar location.
Okay.
Imagine this, my friend. A crisp morning, the sun just beginning to peek over the horizon, and there, outside Pascal's grocery shop, lay the lifeless body of Mr. Nicola Grossman. It seems the world of numbers and investments collided with the world of fresh produce and canned goods. A curious intersection, wouldn't you agree?
When was Nicola Grossman killed?
The timing of Mr. Nicola Grossman's unfortunate departure from this mortal coil. Let me consult my trusty notes.
Oh my God.
Yes, here it is. It appears that our dear Mr. Grossman took his final bow on the same fateful day as our fair Maria Jensen. April the 14th, a day that will forever be etched in the annals of Vaudeville's history. Two lives extinguished, their stories intertwined in the tapestry of tragedy.
Oh, so he was also killed April 14th. All right. Parrell? What? Yeah, killed April 14th. Right. When was Haley Greenwood killed? See if they all match up the same night, right? Just to be sure.
Haley Greenwood. Now there's a name that dances on the tongue. Quite literally, in fact. Haley was a sprightly, 19-year-old dancer, full of grace and rhythm. She graced the stage of the Cabine Violet, captivating audiences with her moves and enchanting smile. But alas, her final performance was in the shadows of an alley, where her precious light was extinguished. A tragic loss, indeed.
Okay. Can I go and investigate outside Pascal's grocery shop?
Detective Martini, I understand your eagerness to dive into the investigation.
Yes.
But I must remind you that the jurisdiction of the crime scene is strictly under the control of the police. However, I am more than willing to share any relevant information with you. Pascal's Groceries, my dear detective, is located downtown, right on Old Warehouse Street. You'll find it marked on this map here. Now, let's focus on gathering clues and apprehending the culprit, shall we?
All right, Pascal's shop. Downtown on Old Warehouse Street. Right, okay, got it. Gotcha. What was the other one? Can I go and investigate Cabernet Sauvignon? Was that what it was called? Cabernet Sauvignon? No.
Sauvignon. A fine choice of wine indeed.
No, not the wine, the building, you
mixed up
tit.
your beverages.
Hang on, stop, hang on. That's not exactly what I wanted. Hang on a minute. I need to leave. It looks like there's a bug or something because I can't click back. Where was it again? Oh, the Cabernet Violet. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's... Can I go and check out Cabernet Violet?
Detective Martini, I must say, your taste in libations is certainly unique. But I regret to inform you that there is no such thing as a drink called a Cabernet Violet.
No, not a drink called a Cabernet Violet. No.
Now, if you're in the mood for a good cup of coffee or a stiff drink,
I don't want a
can
coffee.
certainly point you in the right direction.
I don't want a
The
coffee.
Violets. I'm sorry, my friend, but I'm not aware of any establishment in Vaudeville that serves such a
I
peculiar
don't-
beverage.
Can I go and take a look at the club Cabernet Violet?
Yeah, the infamous club Cab and Violet, or as it's officially known, the Cabernet Violet. A den of decadence and hedonism, if you ask me. But I suppose curiosity has a way of pulling us into the darkest corners of society. Very well, if you insist on venturing into that den of iniquity, be warned that it's located on the corner of Rosemary Street and Lavender Lane. But tread carefully, my dear detective, for the shadows that dance within those
can we go
walls
down
are
there
not
now?
for the faint of heart.
I would like to go and have a look at the club.
I must admit, Detective Martini, your persistence in wanting to visit the Cabernet Violet is quite intriguing. But I must warn you that it is a place of ill repute and danger.
That's okay.
I cannot allow you to go there alone, for your safety and the integrity of this investigation.
Oh, okay.
However, if you truly believe it's necessary, I can accompany you. But mind you, I will not enter the establishment. I
Oh,
will simply stand outside and wait for you to finish your investigation.
well, that's okay. You can come with
Now,
me.
let us proceed with caution and determination.
Will you come with me to the club?
Come with you to the club, you say?
Yes. Yes.
Detective Martini, you truly know how to test an old man's limits.
You're testing my
I
limits.
spent my fair share of time dealing with the debauchery and ruckus that goes on in that wretched establishment.
So, can I go to the Cabernet Violet?
Well, if you're determined to venture into the depths of the Cabernet Violet, I suppose I can't stop you.
Yep,
But mark my words, it's a den of immorality and questionable characters.
that's fine.
Just promise me you'll tread carefully and keep your senses sharp. I'll wait for you outside, but don't take too long. We have a case to solve, after all.
Okay, let's go.
Hold on there, Detective Martini. I think we've gotten a bit carried away with this little adventure of ours.
No.
While I admire your enthusiasm, we don't have time.
Shush. Right. It hasn't given me the... Okay, we've got Pascal, though. Let's go to Pascal's, okay? Oh, we visited Pascal. This is Mrs. Potter. Right, you know, I can actually enter a title on the pages. Right, I'm going to skip a page, go to page 6. Pascal's. Hang on, what? Pascal's. There you go. Mrs. Potter. Hello, Mrs. Potter. Are you the owner of this shop?
Oh, no, dear. I'm not the owner of this shop. I'm just a loyal customer, you see. But I must say, Pascal's grocery shop is simply marvelous. The variety of goods they have here is quite impressive.
So why am I talking to her then?
So many delicious treats to choose from. It's a shame my late husband never allowed me to indulge in such pleasures. But now, with him gone, I can finally enjoy the finer things in life. Don't you think?
Oh. Who was your husband, Mrs. Potter?
My beloved husband was Mr. Victor Potter. He was a wonderful man,
Oh.
you know, quite the adventurer. Unfortunately, he caught the flu during our trip to India last month and, well, he didn't make it. Such a pity. I miss him dearly, of course. But now, with his passing, I can live my life as I please. No more restrictions or obligations. It's liberating, really.
I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know what to say to her.
Miss S, no discussions. Well, yes, we did have some spirited debates now and then. You see, Mr. Potters was quite set in his ways, but that didn't stop me from expressing myself. We had a unique dynamic, you could say.
What is she
Makes no
talking
mistake,
about?
Detective, despite any disagreements, there was a deep love between us. A love that transcended all else. After all, he was the one who whisked me away on grand adventures and introduced me to the world beyond Vaudeville.
Can you tell me about the morning of a murder of Nicholas... I forgot his name.
S.O., the morning of Mr. Grossman's murder.
Grossman, yeah.
How dreadful. I must admit, I don't have much knowledge about that particular morning. My focus has been on enjoying the pleasures of life and embracing new experiences.
Okay.
But I do recall that Mr. Grossman was a rather peculiar character, always involved in some mysterious dealings. I suppose his untimely demise is a testament to the dangers lurking in the shadows of our beloved city. Quite intriguing, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, yes. So, who found his body in the morning? Yeah, right.
Speaking of the morning of Mr. Grossman's unfortunate fate, it reminds me of something quite amusing.
Oh,
You
really?
see, Mr. Potters had a fondness for mushrooms. He adored them, particularly when I would pick them myself and prepare a delightful mushroom soup. Oh, the joy it brought him. He would savor every spoonful with such delight. It's a shame he won't be able to enjoy it anymore. But who knows, perhaps someone else will appreciate the taste of those mushrooms in due time. Life can be quite unpredictable, don't you think?
What is she talking about? Did you give him the mushrooms?
Miss S, the question of the mushrooms. Such a curious inquiry. I do have a knack for picking the finest specimens, you know. But as for whether I gave them to Mr. Grossman or not, well, detective, that remains a tantalizing mystery, doesn't it? After all, life is full of secrets
I'm
waiting
not really
to be
sure what's
uncovered.
happening here.
Perhaps one day, the truth will reveal itself in all its mischievous glory. Until then, let's revel in the enigmatic nature of it all, shall we?
Okay, Who are you, Mrs. Potter? Who are you?
The curiosity in your voice, dear detective.
Yeah, I want to know
How
who she is.
delightful. You see, I am simply Emily, a widow embracing the newfound freedom that comes with the passing of
Emily.
Mr. Victor Potter. He was, indeed, my beloved husband, and I miss him dearly. But now, with his absence, I can explore the world and indulge in the pleasures that were once denied to me. Life is a grand adventure, wouldn't you agree?
I'm making a note of this. He liked mushrooms. I don't know why I'm writing anything about this. She's so weird. Right, did you find Mr. Grossman's body?
Well, detective, I must say, it's quite amusing how you're trying to connect me to all these unfortunate events. But I assure you, I had brief encounters with each of the victims, but none of them were close friends of mine.
Alright.
It's a small city, after all, and one tends to cross paths with various individuals.
She's
But
sus,
to
man.
suggest that I had any involvement in their demise. That's quite the leap, don't you think?
No.
Perhaps you should focus your investigation elsewhere, on someone more intriguing.
Do you happen to know Maria Jansen?
Maria Jansen, you say? Such a tragic loss.
Yeah.
It's a shame, really. But I'm afraid I don't know much about her. You see, my world revolves around Vaudeville, and I rarely venture beyond its borders. People come and go, and sometimes they vanish without a trace. It's a curious thing, isn't it? The ebb and flow of life.
She's
But worry
weird.
not, detective, for I'm certain you'll uncover the truth behind these mysteries. Good luck on your quest.
What was the other girl's name? I forgot already. I'm so mesmerized by this crazy. What was her name? Oh man, I can't go back. Well, let me go back. Hello. Oh, there we go. Do I click it and then go back there? How does it work? Oh, there we go. Nicola Grossman. Oh no. Haley Greenwood. Do you know Haley Greenwood?
Oh, Haley Greenwood. What a tragedy. A young soul,
Oh,
full of
F2.
dreams and aspirations, cut
Cancels
short
my
before her time. It's a reminder that even the brightest stars can be extinguished in an instant. But don't you find it fascinating, detective, how death has a way of weaving its web, connecting us all in this intricate dance? A dance where secrets are whispered and truths are hidden. The enigma of it all.
Did you kill anybody? I'm just gonna come out and say it.
I must say, dear detective, you have an interesting way of asking questions. But I must clarify that I am not the one responsible for the deaths of Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, or Haley Greenwood. They were unfortunate victims of a darkness that lurks within our city. It's a shame, really, that such vibrant lives were snuffed out so abruptly. But fear not, for the truth will eventually come to light, and justice will be served.
Do you know who killed them? Do you know who killed them?
The identity of the killer, a mystery that haunts the streets of Vaudeville.
She knows.
Such a tantalizing enigma, wouldn't you agree? But alas, my knowledge is limited to the whispers and rumors that float through the air. I am but a mere observer in this grand theater of life, watching as the players dance their deadly waltz. The answers you seek, detective, lie hidden in the shadows, waiting to be discovered. May your pursuit of the truth be as thrilling as the secrets themselves.
Now, this would be quite interesting if it was like a futuristic world and it was all AI, like talking to me, because they all sound very AI, like we're very robotic, don't they? So intriguing, though, intriguing. So I don't know what to do. I'm going to accuse someone. Let's go.
So tell us, Detective Martini, who is the culprit?
I don't even know who these people are. Count Grieveson, Pascal, Michelle, Ingrid. Oh, she's the bar lady. Oh, that's Mrs. Potter. Monsieur Sexbar. And Marina. It was Mrs. Potter.
Are you sure, Detective Martini? But why?
Why was Haley Greenwood killed? Jealousy. Is that right?
Interesting choice, Detective Martini. May I ask you why?
Jealousy. Who killed Nicola Grossman?
Are you sure, Detective Martini? But why?
For jealousy?
Detective Martini, this is complete nonsense.
What do you mean complete nonsense? I had all the event. Look at my notes. Right? I had everything in my notes. It all points down to the fact that Mrs. Potter, who doesn't even work at the shop, who started talking about her husband, who she loved, died a year ago, but he liked mushrooms, and she thought that was strange. It was clearly her. She's mental. Anyway. Very intriguing game. I do like a murder mystery. I don't know what was going on there, but very intriguing way of presenting a murder mystery type game. Vaudeville on Steam. Link in the description down below. Also, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this game. Have you played it? Have you played games similar to this? I would like to know if there are any more interesting or even even more awesome like murder detective games. Let me know with links and stuff like that. I also stream live over on twitch.tv/MightyAmdos as well. Come and say hi to me there. But until the next one, stay mighty. Okay, next.